Mabuhay! Welcome back. My name is Brock Adam, and I am bringing to you language learning stuff that I learn. Hacks, tips, tricks, whatever I learn, I'm telling you. Today I wanted to address something that I've just watched. Steve Kaufman posted a video on the different stages of language learning, and I'm going to talk about what I'm in the mix of right now. Today I wanted to tackle the different phases that he talked about. First phase was the first 90 days where you kind of just are getting familiar with the language, learning the structure of the language, how it works, learning some of the culture, which I'm in the mix right now doing with Tagalog. Now, I'm getting antsy and I want to get to that next level, which is after your 90 days, you get to start getting into more intermediate stuff that's not so basic and boring. And right now I'm still in the boring stuff because I don't know enough words, but I'm gonna be there soon and I'm getting antsy to get into it. But when I get into it, like I tried to kind of skip a step, you can't. Because I went and I opened up some kind of intermediate stuff that would have been more interesting to me, and it's still like, it takes me forever. It's just too hard, and because it takes so long to like get through an interesting article, it makes me go back again because it's like, it's so difficult, it's discouraging. But then when I go to the beginner stuff, it's like almost too easy. So I'm like I'm stuck in that between spot where I can't really get advanced, and the intermediate or the beginner stuff is boring. So everyone goes through that a bit. I know I did it with Spanish and French, and it just took a while, and you just know that you just have to push through it. So I can't wait. Soon I'm going to be into the intermediate stuff and get into more interesting stuff to learn, and that's going to be really when it's exciting, getting into the language when you can watch content that you enjoy and read books that you enjoy. Finding Tagalog books might be a little bit of a challenge, but there's lots of articles and news articles I've been seeing and websites, so that should be okay. There's a ton of movies. So the next phase, once you get past your 90 days and you're in the intermediate stuff, it takes about 6 months to get to a point where you can really go start watching movies without having to just be too worried about missing out most of the content. So that's going to take me about 6 months after I'm done my 90 days. And my 90 days is middle of January. So by the summertime next year, I'll be at the point where I'm starting to watch movies and enjoy those more. Instead of having to just watch it with an English subtitle, I could just watch it with Tagalog subtitles and then read the Tagalog subtitles at the same time listening to it, and it'll help me, and I won't have to pause it too much and go back and look at what words are. I'll still add words that I don't know to my list to go check later. But then after that 6 month period of just really building, well, actually another thing during there is I need to start speaking more. So my plan is, after my 90-day challenge, get an online language learning partner that I can speak to at least 3 times a week, maybe multiple partners that I can speak to one of them once a week, another one 1 or 2 times a week, and then add in days of learning and speaking, and that's gonna really up my level. And then after that 6 month period, that's when I can probably just have full conversations, and I'll try and get myself into more situations where I can meet more people that speak Tagalog and go out in the streets and talk to people in Tagalog. And that's going to be fun, especially for videos. It's going to be fun because I'm going to surprise a lot of people that are not going to expect it in the streets, and I'm going to show you guys that stuff too. So that's the video for today. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I will be bringing you a couple cooking videos this week, so that's going to be cool. I'm going to do some adobo chicken, and we're going to do some, I believe I'm going to be making some leche flan too, which is the dessert that we used in the halo halo, and then hopefully a couple other things that I can get figured out so that I can post them the next week. So anyways, thanks again, and I will see you mamaya.